You're listening to Season 6 of the award-winning Homemade Matters podcast, brought to you from the West Midlands in the UK.
We're just a regular family of 5 on a home education journey, and we want to share our journey with you and encourage you on yours. So thanks for joining us, and here's this week's episode.
Hi everybody.
Hello!
Welcome to the Homemade Matters podcast. Oh, we both said it at the same time. Welcome to
Homemade Matters podcast,
Season 6.
episode 19, I think.
19. Pretty long season, actually.
Yeah, we've done well, to be honest.
We've been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
My name's Luke,
My name's Eden.
and we really appreciate you joining us.
Yeah.
So this is our 3rd episode in lockdown.
Lockdown, which means there's been 6 weeks of lockdown.
It's been quite a lot of lockdown, yeah. I hope you are doing okay.
Yes.
Wherever you are. Maybe you're in a different country and the rules are different.
Yeah,
But certainly
lucky
here
you.
in the UK,
We've
been locked down, and
We're locked down to the floor. It's very painful.
we're counting our blessings because we have got plenty of space. We're not stuck in a flat.
Yeah.
So we're currently sitting in our orchard,
We are.
surrounded by what different types of fruit tree have we got?
We've got pear and then cherries. We don't know if they're edible or not edible. And then we've also got 2 apple trees.
Yeah, 2 big mature apple trees.
Yeah, and 1 baby dead one.
Yeah, and some other areas
Ferns,
of brambles that we
flowers.
haven't finished clearing.
Yeah.
So that's how we've mainly been coping through lockdown.
Yeah.
It's being outside,
Tidying.
doing lots of clearing in the garden.
Yeah. Oh, I think someone might be laying an egg.
Yeah, Elsa has been going in and out of
Okay.
the coop, so I'm hoping that she will.
Yes. Fingers crossed.
If you listened to our last episode, hot off the press, we had our first egg, which was Lulu. It's all right. Hot off the press we had our first egg from Lulu,
Yes.
and she's been a really consistent layer.
She has. She's laid for like a good 10, 12 days. But today's her break.
Actually,
Yeah.
she's laid an egg today.
Has she?
We'll
Good.
let Asher find it. It's his day. He's child of the day. But we're hoping that Elsa lays. So of the 5 chickens we're expecting to lay around now, who's laid an egg so far?
Lulu, Golden Ninja and Sunshine. But Golden Ninja and Sunshine have both stopped laying.
Yeah, I think they don't lay as regularly.
Yeah, but they're supposed to lay every other day.
And Sunshine was a bit poorly. Why did she get a bit poorly?
Because she has no natural silky instinct, and she went out in the rain.
So because she's a silky,
Yeah.
which is the silky type of chicken, what is different about their anatomy compared to other chickens?
They're literally covered in fluff. They've got no feathers.
So their
And they're
feathers,
literally all
their
fluff.
feathers aren't waterproof.
Yeah, and
And
they're all
she got
fluff.
a bit wet.
Also, they've got 5 toes.
Yeah. Yeah, good point. And most other chickens
feathers
have
on
got
their
3. Yeah,
toes.
they're super fluffy and super cute. But what did we have to do to get to dry her off?
We had to blow dry her.
With the hairdryer.
Yeah, she looks so funny.
But then she got a bit of a cold, we think.
Or an
so
ear infection.
something like that. So we had to isolate her for
She went
a few
floppy.
days, and give her some special chicken vitamins medicine.
Yes. We have to. It seems like a lot of our chickens are getting sick because we had Golden Ninja who was like feeling a bit down at the start, but she's fine now. We had to give her the chicken vitamins. Then Elsa hurt her leg, and then Sunshine got an ear infection.
Yeah, I think it probably just happened. These are all just things that might happen every now and then.
Yeah.
And they're all absolutely fine now, and full of beans. So
Full of beans, but not laying eggs.
I was actually planning that we didn't speak about the chickens till the end of the podcast, but we've accidentally whizzed through them. Never mind.
Never mind.
So, earlier this week, you did something amazing for our community. Would you tell everybody about Monument Avenue Happy News?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say brownies because we made brownies for the neighbours. But yeah. So I made some happy news for people, and we had to print 35 copies for everyone on our street, and I did like a word search and the stuff to be thankful for.
So it was just 2 sides of A4.
Yeah.
And you've had a great response, it's fair to say.
I have.
So how
Like-
many people have responded, do you think? How many
Oh.
of the 35 on our street?
Must be about, I don't know, 9 or 10.
Yeah, I think
Very
maybe
good.
above over 10. So over a third of people have replied,
Yes.
which is very kind of them.
It's so nice.
Maybe that's someone else
replying.
I can hear bear barking, which usually means someone at the door.
Yeah, or someone's just walking by.
True. So what kinds of things have people said in their letters?
They sent jokes, word searches, book recommendations, chocolates, pine cones, let's just think, rhubarb.
Yeah, so that was so nice. We've had
Yeah.
rhubarb for baking
Yeah.
from someone that they left on the doorstep.
Also tea cakes.
Yeah, Tunnock's tea cakes, super helpful.
Yes.
We like those.
Delicious.
Yeah, like Easter eggs and chocolate.
Yeah.
We're super kind.
It's just the best.
A bag of pine cones that have been collected from the local cemetery.
Yeah.
Which you've done craft with.
Yes, I have. Thank you.
So you've got so much content for your
Yeah.
next edition this week.
Because it's going to be hard to choose all the jokes.
Well, that's
So
okay.
I'm
You
going to
can
put
just
more in next issue.
Well, exactly. Yeah, more to come next issue. Asher's done gardening news, which I think is really. I think it's going to be really good, and I'm going to suggest to him that he asks if people have got any spare plants or cuttings. Could we have them because we've got so much space to fill in our garden?
Ooh, yeah.
Don't you think that'd be really cool?
That would be so cool.
So our usual rhythm of learning has carried on.
Yeah.
During lockdown, especially in the mornings.
have.
So how many weeks left have we got of our academic year?
Well, because this is recording on a Sunday. Tomorrow it will be only like 2 weeks, including that week.
Yeah, so we've used Wizards and Wands wraparound this year, Harry Potter, which has been really fun, but we've also done quite a bit of Ambleside reading as well. So we've been following a 36-week schedule. Which
is what we always do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And however, we're on week 34. So that's really good.
Yes. Well, we've just finished week 34.
Yeah, so we've got 2 weeks to go.
Yeah. The good thing about it is it means you don't have to do any work on Fridays. Yes.
Yeah. The way we've planned it is we try and be more efficient over the first 4 days.
Yeah, and then Fridays, you get a 3-day break.
And we've started to gather materials already for next year, where we're going back to Ambleside kind of more formally.
Yeah, but because Ambleside is actually an American one, what they're doing, Mummy's had to get my own books for me, Victorians, because that's just American.
That's true. So, don't know what type of home educator you are, and there's no right or wrong way. We follow a Charlotte Mason approach, and one of the ways that we structure that is that we use the Ambleside Online curricula, which has got quite a lot of book lists. But as you say, that's actually been prepared from an American perspective. So we do quite a lot of substitutions. In fact, there might be a blog post in that, I can't take any credit for that. Your mummy has been doing all of the planning for it.
Yes.
But some things, one of the books we've really liked this year has been Quark Chronicles.
Oh, it's so good.
By Ernest DeVore. So we've done, these are science storybooks really, aren't they? It's a story, but it teaches you the scientific principles.
Yeah. So this one's about plants.
Yeah, it's the botany one.
Yeah, but the next one we've got for next year is actually an animal one.
It's zoology, yeah.
Yeah, zoology.
And then there's one after that we're going to do is the anatomy one, which is the human physiology.
Yeah, but I'm guessing we'll do those next year.
Yeah, we'll do the one. We're going to do that one the year after. Anatomy. So we've got the workbooks and the book. I'm actually going to read that book, the botany one.
Oh,
myself.
Are you?
Well, I've been learning about plants myself. I've been doing that extra plant course.
The Edinburgh Online Plant course.
Well, it's not Edinburgh University. It's from Coursera. I'm actually the course I'm doing, Understanding Plants, is from University of Tel Aviv. Do you know where Tel Aviv is?
Nope.
Israel.
Cool. Mummy did a University of Edinburgh chicken one though.
Chicken course, yeah, we were enjoying that.
She said I couldn't do it.
One thing to do in lockdown is learn a new skill, although we just love learning anyway, and learning never stops, so I'm thoroughly enjoying all of that.
Yes. Everyone just enjoys having you at home.
We've nearly finished Quark Chronicles.
Quark Chronicles.
The botany one. And we're looking forward to doing the zoology one. Now that actually isn't an Ambleside recommendation, so we do that anyway. And this year, the reason we did botany was because it linked with herbology. So this week, these last couple of weeks on herbology, so you've learnt lots about, all year you've been learning about different wild plants.
Yes.
So which plants have you focused on this last couple of weeks?
Well, we did wild roses, wild something which I can't remember, and we did wild. No, stuck on the word wild. Well, we did lemon balm and we did mint, and
Yeah, over the year we've done
over
lots.
the year.
Were you looking at plant cells this week, like the structure of
Yeah,
plants?
like the structure of plants, because it's got like the chlorophyll and like the cells and like the inner wall and
The chloroplast, yeah.
and the chloroplast.
Funnily enough, that was exactly the topic I was doing this week as well, and the cell membrane and things. So
yeah, cell membrane.
that's been quite good. And were you learning about ecosystems too, weren't you?
Yeah, we were. So like if like one plant is taken out of the ecosystem, it like affects the whole thing.
Yeah, it's called a trophic cascade.
A trophic cascade.
Where everything's got their place in the ecosystem.
Yeah.
And actually, we've been doing a lot of hands-on understanding of the ecosystem of our land, haven't we?
Yeah.
Really, trying to understand
How big it
how
is.
well, yeah, and like what's supposed to be here, what's underlying, what isn't, what's good for the different animals.
Yeah. Like
Yesterday,
yeah.
we did something really exciting in the garden, talking about ecosystems.
Yeah. I moved loads of branches.
Yeah. And we dug 2 wildlife ponds.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
On the subject of ecosystems, yeah, well, you've been earning money moving loads of brash and branches so
Yeah.
that we've got space to plant some more things.
Yes.
And what are we going to put in our ponds?
Ponds. We're going to put our tadpoles in, and we've already put ferns and something or other. Hosta around it.
And why did we put the ferns and the hosta around the ponds?
Because they're really good water plants.
Yeah, so that they like shady, watery areas.
Yeah, plus they don't attract bees, and Asher and Belle want to put up a no bee sign in their gardens.
Well, and what's the interesting thing about ferns as a type of plant?
They unroll.
Yeah, and they're
very big.
They're a really old design of plant, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Been
from,
around
like,
since
dinosaur
dinosaur
times.
And what we've done the last week or so, we've been finding them, like we've discovered them around our garden, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
So I've moved them.
Yeah.
And we had some hostas as well, which again, they like water. They're also known as the plantain lily.
Plantain
and
lily. Oh, we did plantain too.
Lily gives you a clue. Lilies water-loving things, aren't they?
Yeah.
So
we want to plant some lilies.
yeah,
Maybe
in the
just one
garden,
or
that
two.
would be good.
Yeah.
So that's a really fun thing to do. So we've split the hosta, and we've planted that as well because it was ready to split. Saw that on Gardener's World.
Yeah.
And also we moved one of our arum. We've discovered some wonderful arum lilies in the woodland.
Yeah.
So we've attempted to move a couple of those, but they're not as easy.
Yes. Not as easy.
And in your wonderful border, the Garden of Eden, what have we planted since the last episode?
Planted dahlias and lupins and pansies.
Peonies.
Peonies.
And what are all? So can you remember the name of the type of plant they are? A plant that comes back every year.
Perennial.
Yeah. And then what was our windfall that we planted yesterday?
What do you mean windfall?
A windfall. It's actually a fun of a fruit expression. It's like something that happens that you're kind of by luck. We had a lucky something.
Oh yeah, we got these plants which are primroses.
Pansies.
Pansies.
Good one,
That's
begins
what
with
I
a P.
Yeah.
I was on a dog walk and someone had left a load of their spare plants for people to take on the pavement.
Yes.
So we've planted all of those pansies as well, haven't we?
Yeah. Thank you if you the person who gave us the pansies are listening.
So your borders are looking amazing.
Yeah.
They really are.
A border.
So that's pretty good. Well, we'll be back in just a second. Take a deep breath and we will be back after the break.
Okay.
You're listening to the Home in Matters podcast.
If you paused us then to make a cup of tea, I hope you've got a fresh cup of tea. If not, why don't you pause us and go make a cup of tea? Or because we're in your ears, because you're listening to us, why don't you take us with you and go and make a cup of tea? If you like tea or coffee.
Or hot chocolate with marshmallows.
So, what have we talked about? Lots of different things. How have you been keeping in touch with your friends during lockdown?
FaceTime, Zoom calls, and letters.
Yeah, and you did a really cool thing via Zoom this week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did some, me and my friend Hayley, right, we did baking, so we did, like, a Zoom call, and we baked while we were chatting.
Were you both baking the same recipe?
No, because Hayley was making a chocolate sponge cake for Josie, who's turned 1 now, and I was making brownies for no particular reason.
Apart from the fact you love making brownies.
Yeah.
And they were really good.
I love brownies.
They were the best ones you've made, I think.
Yeah.
Do you
They've got
think...
the perfect consistency because I added milk, and it says not to add milk.
Do you think it was also because you used fresh eggs from our
Maybe.
chickens?
Yeah, possibly. Also because I added some cinnamon.
So,
I was going to add banana,
oh yeah.
but I couldn't because we used them all up at snack time.
So you've had some Zoom calls.
Yes, had some letters.
You've been writing lots of letters,
Lots of letters.
which is really nice.
Yes.
And you FaceTimed some of you. You had another FaceTime with a friend last night.
Yes.
So that's a good way to stay in
Esther
touch.
and Lydia and Hayley.
I know, yeah, it's really good.
Really nice.
Something we've always valued about home education is having, you haven't just got loads of forced acquaintances like you might at school. You've got a really good selection of deep friendships.
Yeah, like people who are generally really attached to you.
Yeah,
and you are to them.
Which is really good. We really value that.
Yeah, like you might not have had as many as 35 friends or something, but you have more nice inner friends.
Well,
yeah.
and actually, even like my experience at school was I had a few friends that I was much more closer with, and everyone else were more just kind of acquaintances, really.
Yeah.
So
I found that at Scripture Union.
Yeah, you've been learning or developing some of your skills, your practical skills.
Yes.
Tell us about what you are making at the moment with wool.
Oh yeah, I'm doing crochet. So I'm trying to make a blanket with granny squares, but because I'm just using one bit of wool, I don't have to break it up, and I'm just doing one big square, which is generally going to come.
So you're kind of going round and round, and it gets bigger each time.
It does.
But I saw Mummy giving you a tutorial on a different type of crochet stitch.
Yeah, so it's called a treble crochet. So you already have one thing on your crochet, right? And you go loop over, then you go into the hole, get a bit of wool, and then you loop over again, pull through 2, so you've then got 2 on your string, and then you loop over again and pull through 2.
Ah, okay.
So it's called treble crochet.
A treble crochet stitch. And you've got... so you've been developing your skills. Could you learn to do basic crochet?
Yes. And I actually unravelled it because I wanted to use it for something else, and I was only really using it for practice. My headband, which I was using.
Well, I'm actually really impressed with the square you've built so far.
Yeah.
So that's really, really awesome.
Yes. It's quite easy to pick up.
How big a blanket are you planning to do?
Nice big one I can put on my bed.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And to have the pride that you to know that you made it yourself.
Yeah, because I'm using multicoloured wool, so it goes from pink and then it's going to go to yellow and then it's going to go to blue.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So that's a really good practical thing you've been doing.
Mm-hmm. Also lots of baking.
Lots of baking. I've been impressed with your baking.
Yeah.
And
loads of garden time.
Really loads of garden time. We've been enjoying all of that.
Yeah, a lot of craft.
And we took some cuttings of mint earlier.
We did.
'Cause everybody's enjoying mint.
Well, yeah.
You're not as much of a fan as the other two.
I'm not, because I think it tastes too much like toothpaste.
So,
wish they made strawberry flavoured toothpaste.
The interesting thing with mint is that you can just cut it and put it in water, and in theory,
it should grow roots.
It should grow roots. We've been observing lots of things. So we had the tadpoles, which actually came from our old house.
Thank you, Sally.
And they're probably 4th or 5th generation, aren't they? Because when did we first collect the tadpoles? To collect the frog spawn, we went on an adventure across the field years ago, didn't we?
Yeah, it must have been 3 or 4 years ago.
And I had to wade right out into an awkward place to collect the frog spawn and some toad spawn.
That must be, I don't know, 3rd or 4th maybe?
Yeah.
More likely 4th.
I reckon maybe 4 years ago, maybe 5.
Yeah.
And then, because don't the frogs come back to the same pond every year?
Yeah, they do. So they come back actually, because they come back once they've grown, which is actually 2 years' time from then.
So I really like that connection. So we've putting the tadpoles in our ponds. We've also got them in a container on the dining room table so
Yeah.
we can look at them.
Well, you know, we have got 2 ponds and a lot of nice ferns and things around them, so, you know, they might just stay.
Well, I'm hoping it's going to be awesome habitat. And frogs and toads are great because they eat the slugs.
Yes. I don't know if these are actually frogs or toads.
I think it's frog spawn. I think toad spawn looks a bit different.
Yeah.
But they're tadpoles anyway. So.
Tadpoles.
And we also created another ecosystem.
Did we?
Last weekend, we created...
Oh, yeah.
What did we create?
An ant home.
Yeah, so that was a gift for Christmas, wasn't it?
Yes.
To you all?
From Uncle Stephen
And
Marina.
So, can you remember the type of ants we've got in there?
I think you
What
said they
colour
were
they are?
yellow ants.
Yeah, they're yellow, and they're called meadow ants.
Yeah. And they eat aphids, but we
They
can't
eat-
find any.
Well, yeah, they mainly eat aphids. So later in the year, will definitely be some aphids on the flowers on the things we can
Plants.
give them.
Yeah.
And
They're actually doing really well in making a tunnel.
how's
And,
our mealworm farm going?
Good. They're still really disgusting, though.
Yeah, so they haven't quite hatched into beetles yet,
Yes.
but
When they do, they will
the
lay.
chickens are really enjoying the live mealworm.
They're disgusting.
And it's just, again, it's another interesting study.
Yeah. But we've named the ant farm the Strickland Company.
Strickland farm.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's more or less it, I
Is
think.
Yeah.
We've
Recorded for a good 20
filled a whole
minutes.
other podcast.
Yes.
And bearing in mind we haven't gone and visited anywhere,
We've done well.
I personally feel like we've been doing loads of really fun things.
Yeah, we have. Feel like I'm more busy without lockdown. Yeah.
Because of lockdown, yeah.
Because of lockdown.
Right then. Well, thank you so much for listening in.
Thank you.
Do let us know how you're getting on in lockdown.
Yeah, send us a review.
Yeah, as always, we love you being in touch. If you follow us on Instagram, that's where most of our updates are these days, photos and things. So follow us there. Tell your friends
Yeah.
about us.
Tell your friends.
What else?
Rate us.
I think that's probably it. Yeah, give us a rating. I think we've got a 7. But we know there's far more of you that listen.
More than 7 people.
On which note, we will love you and leave you and see you. We'll be back in a few weeks.
Yes, for our last one.
Our last formal one, but we're thinking
Yeah.
we might
We might carry on.
do a couple more podcast episodes
Yeah.
while we're
bonus ones.
in between seasons rather than completely go silent, especially because of lockdown.
Yeah, we'll send you stuff.
Yeah.
Even when we're locked down to the floor.
See you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Homemade Matters podcast. We love hearing from you, so email us to homemade@gmail.com. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter and Facebook at Homemade Matters, and visit our website at www.homemadematters.co.uk. If you're enjoying the show, please leave us a review wherever you listen, like Apple Podcasts, Stitcher or Spotify. Thanks for joining us and enjoy your homemade journey this week.
They say absence makes the heart grow fond. Well, I've grown quite fond of you. Some people may think you're strange, but I think I'm strange too. It's raining outside, and it's raining inside too. I wanna go home, place where I'm known, and where I know you. Walk familiar streets.